Ladies and gentlemen, this is Wanzi on Vibezilla, and today I'm with
Chris here.
And the segment for today is going to be called
The Cheers.
Let's have a cheers to this.
Bro.
There we go. That's some good wine. I know, right? Ooh.
It's a pretty
Jinx.
good one, bro.
So how have you been? It's been a minute. I haven't seen you in a while.
Yeah, I've been around, work, but
And you just graduated recently, right?
Yeah.
So you're like a full doctor. I'm with a full doctor right here. In life, they always say, make sure you have either a lawyer friend, someone in the police,
Right.
and then maybe, if possible, also get you like a close friend who's like a doctor, and I'm with one right now.
Right.
A full
right.
Dr. Chris. Congratulations on that, actually.
Thank you, bro.
Yes.
Thank you. I really appreciate that.
So today you said you wanted to talk to me about something, and I just don't know. You haven't told me anything yet.
Right. Yeah. So once like the whole conversation has always been like, how safe is oral sex? How safe? Yeah.
Oh, so he's gonna take me there. Like oral sex. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, bro.
Bro, this one. That's a good one. Oral sex. So.
Yeah. So like we are not going to go in the medical field on this. We just want have a broad perspective as young girls, young men here and there having a normal conversation. So
Right.
I would just begin to ask you from your own on your own opinion on
Okay,
something
okay.
like that. What do you make it up? Do you really go into a relationship with a girl that will tell you that, hey, before we can get into a very serious relationship, you have to understand that I like oral sex, which means that you're going to give her head, as
Right.
people call it.
Right.
Are you going to buy that, or you will just or you will just back up?
Well, I think so. When it comes to oral sex, most people are divided, and one thing is like I know the older generation, meaning like probably my parents and that generation, they probably don't lean towards that, and also people like you who are in the medical field tend to have strong reasons as to why you wouldn't support this, right?
Right.
But then most people like because when you look at having sex with your partner, sex is more like it's an intimate place. It's like some women would say, if a man is not going to give me oral sex,
Right.
I'm not going to date them.
Okay.
And some men were like, oh no, I cannot do that, either because they're Muslims, or they just don't like it in general, because probably they like maybe I had a friend of mine. He was a germphobic guy.
Okay.
This guy was one of the cleanest person, and he would not even touch you with a paw of 6 6 feet. He would not touch you and do that to you. But then when you look at it, sex is more than just having a penis going inside of a vagina. It's like it's more than that that penetration.
Right.
When you start doing sex, it's like exploring.
Right.
That's why you have some people, they they like to be tied up, and that's why some people actually end up having role play.
Right.
So when you say you're gonna just start doing intercourse, and that's all you do, kiss, make out, intercourse, kiss, make out, intercourse, it does get old. It really, really gets really old, and so people want to be creative, and I don't mind head, because at the end of the day, if you're doing it with the right person and that person is really, really clean, and that's your person, then to me, I don't see why not I would go ahead and do that, right?
Okay.
But also, if you're not clean, oh no, we are running away. I don't care, because there is one time, right?
Okay.
I did like this lady. She was really great, and I liked her, and so we started having a thing, and we had been doing things for quite a minute, and time came to engage.
Right.
And we almost started dating-ish. And so when I started to engage, I tried to, like you start slowly and you end up there. So when I ended up there, ooh, it was bad. Bro, that thing was like, oh. And so, but the thing is like, I didn't show her that I'm going down to do it, right?
Oh.
I just started to, like making out with her, going on her titties, going on her breast and going down. And so when I came, it was like this weird smell. Oh my goodness. And the funny thing is she had actually taken a shower. But it was like, oh no, I couldn't do that. It was like, nope, I can't do that. So I just ended up, dude, it was weird because I lost my sensations as well.
Damn.
I'm telling you. So if a woman is clean, personally, and I'm with that person, I would definitely do it. But of course, some people don't want to do it.
Okay.
Right.
Cool. So, based on whatever that you are telling me right now,
okay,
you are basing it because you want to do something like that with a person that you know that is clean.
Of course. And here's the thing though. So me, I do it because I enjoy doing it. I don't do it for the lady.
Okay.
It's something I really enjoy doing. It's like I would definitely come give you, oral sex and not even sleep with you and not even, pull out my penis and penetrate you. I wouldn't do that. Yes. Really. It's because I thank you. It's because it's because I do enjoy it. It's like I used to date my ex for like about, about 4 years. And we used, every time we had sex, head first, and then we go ahead and do the rest, right?
Okay.
And I remember a few times whereby if I didn't do it, she'd be like, no, we can't do that. No, we gotta. So it came to a point whereby she's used to that.
Okay.
She was definitely used to that. And so we wouldn't go ahead unless I did that.
Okay.
And I do it because I like doing it. I just enjoy the face on their look. The look on their face when they're like enjoying that moment. Because sometimes, you do it and you look up and like you look into her face and she's like lost in there.
She's in heaven, bro.
She's exactly right. And so when and this is what I tell, my friends, like it doesn't matter. Sometimes even if you don't have the longest penis, if you're good at that and your lady likes that, you do it, she gets the orgasm, right? And then you come with your, whatever size you have, and even if you're just gonna last like a minute or less, that is okay, because at least you made her come.
Okay.
And some people don't know how to do it.
Okay.
But so,
here, I just want to ask you a very hypothetical question.
Hypotheticals, okay.
Right. So suppose like you are at work, and one of your colleagues, a female, shows a little bit of interest in you, and then you guys, start, picking things one way or the other, and then you two decided to, make it up one night, and per your own history, you like to do stuff like that with your ex-girlfriend.
Okay.
Now here is a lady who is clean, who is neat, which she's not smelling down there, and you wanted to do something like that with her, but her own choice is she doesn't like clicking. What would be your take on that? Since you really like it.
See, now to me, I think it would eventually, two things will happen, right?
Right.
Is this like a one? Is this like is this like a Is this like a?
Why?
Thank you. Is this like a one-night stand, or is this going to pivot into a relationship?
So this is not a one-night stand, because from your submissions you've made me clear. You made it clear to me that you were not going to do something like that when the person is not clean, and you wouldn't know whether the person is clean or not.
No.
From one night stand.
Right.
So this is the person that you've been working with. She smells good. Everything is on point. But on that night, you guys decided to do something about it. You wanted to try that first.
See, but the thing is, like, my rule is I don't do that unless I'm dating you.
Okay.
So that's the question. Like, am I dating this person or I'm not? Because if I'm not dating you, I'm not going to even try it.
Okay.
Unless we are, pivoting to dating and maybe we started dating or we're going to date.
Okay.
Then I could go ahead and do that.
Okay.
But I'm just not gonna do it to you. I'm not gonna just go down on you.
Okay.
While it's just like it's not gonna last either.
All right. So supposedly, like you two have been dating.
Okay.
And you guys have not been, having sex at all until that night.
Okay.
You wanted to do it, which, from your own submissions, that you like it, but at that point, that night, she tells you that she doesn't like that. What would you do?
Ooh. It's one of the things that I think I would for that night I would not really put that at the front line.
Okay.
For that night, right?
All right.
And sometimes girls wouldn't want to do that unless they're comfortable, because a girl wants to be, they want to feel comfortable around you.
Okay.
In order to, to relax all their muscles. When,
Right.
because when you're going to, have sex with somebody, you want them to relax every muscle such that it's easier for them to even get to the organism part, right?
Right.
So for that first night, I will be like, that's fine. We
Okay.
can go ahead and do everything else but that, right?
Okay.
And then eventually, if we're, if we jump into the dating pool, I mean, like we are now a thing now officially, I would see, if I could try to convince her into it, right?
Right.
In a nicer way, obviously. And if she still insists, like, no, oh, I think that's gonna bite me. I think that's gonna. It's because I enjoy this. It's because I enjoy this, and I just don't want to be, to be with someone if I can't do this with you, right?
Okay.
And because when you truly like someone and truly love someone, sometimes you could be open to the ideas of trying certain things.
Okay.
Yes, I also understand there is a line like, hey, I should respect her, right? But then there is also another line like, well, I mean, I could respect you for like the first couple of months, maybe, but if it's not going anywhere like that, obviously it's like, because I don't really, like personally, I'm not that kind of person that likes to get head. Whether you give it to me or you don't give it to me, I care really less,
Okay.
right? It doesn't really concern me. You could give it to me or you could not give it to me. It wouldn't really matter. But on the other hand, I want to be giving it to you.
Okay.
For myself. It's for myself. For myself. But yes, I don't know if that answers your question though.
I was actually, coming to ask the same question. For example,
Okay.
like, if you're about to marry, and then we have maybe about 3 or 4 ladies line up.
Okay.
One likes head,
Okay.
one doesn't like it,
Okay.
the other one likes it, but then she's not neat.
Ooh, that's already off the list.
Off.
That's already off the list. All right, that's the third one is off the list already. We're not doing that.
But you know what then? Let me just, go straight to this point.
Okay.
Is it going to be a big problem for you if you're trying to choose a life partner? No more dating right now. It's
Okay.
going to be a life partner. And then you find out that she so doesn't like to be late. Are you still going ahead to marry such a person, or are you just going to boycott everything?
Well, I think, in a general point of view,
Right.
I'm not going to date someone based off only that.
Okay.
Of course, there is other things, like that would have to come in play before I end up choosing you. And so that would be one of the things that is like towards at the very end of the list of the people that I would, want to date or want to date.
Correct.
Meaning that, if I was to date someone, I'm a God-fearing person, even though we are talking all this stuff.
Right.
So here's the thing though, right? I'm a Christian and I do, try so hard to follow the gospel.
Right.
And so, when I'm dating, the first thing I will look at would be, are you a God-fearing woman? And, the other thing then would come down to, do you have empathy? Because you don't want to date someone without empathy. Someone that if something is wrong, she can feel it. Some women are just like, it's like they're 14 walls and it's like their heart, their hearts are like rocks. I want someone who is understanding, has empathy and, can, have a good moral base of like, Christ,
Right.
yes. And also, outside of all that, you have to have at least some sense of humor. My humor is ridiculous. And my humor sometimes it's outrageous. You could take me serious,
Okay.
and sometimes you're like, did you really joke about that right now? And it's that's just me, right? So she needs to be able to cope my humor.
Sure.
Because if I say something, you could do something or say something, and I could say something. To me, I'm just being sarcastic, but to you, you take it serious. And now I'm like, I have to watch everything that I have to say around you. That's not right.
Okay.
So yes, you have to be able to cope up with my humor, and then so then other things will now follow.
Okay.
Yes.
So just reiterate exactly what you are saying in a form of a question. What are the three main stuff?
Okay.
What are the three main qualities would you look up for in a woman before you start dating?
Are we talking about physical or just all in general?
In general, three.
The first one, God-fearing. The second one, empathy.
Okay.
And then the other one is her relationship with her mom or dad
Okay.
or her family. Those three. You have to be God-fearing, you have to have empathy, and how is your relationship with your family?
Okay.
Yes,
All right.
mostly your mom.
Okay.
Yes.
Cool. Now, you know what? This kind of conversation that we are having right now, whether oral sex is safe or not, kind of, I want to chip in this question just to know what you also think about.
Okay.
Are you a type of a guy who is, in tune with the physicalities of a woman? For example, do you really like women that have big back or slim back? And I just want to, just want to see, just want to hear a little bit of
Oh no, you are trying to see. You want me to describe my type, huh?
Right. Just want to know what kind of woman is in your imagination that you want to bring it out.
Well, so and we're talking about physicality, right?
Yeah, only the physicality.
Only physicality.
Yeah.
So this is what I'm going to tell you first, right? Most of my friends always think or already see me. They always think I like light-skinned females because for some reason I think most of my exes have been light-skinned, but I think they're wrong. And then most people that I meet, they end up thinking I'm this kind of type of person that likes Caucasian, the white girls.
Okay.
And I'm like, no, it's not. Well, I'm not saying no to the Caucasians, and I'm not saying no to the, to the dark-skinned either.
Right.
But I feel like personally, if they meet the three criteria I mentioned earlier, I am a very small guy.
Okay.
I don't think, to me, Nyash, it's called. Nyash doesn't.
That's a cool word, bro. Nyash.
So, Nyash. This guy. So to me, I just don't think. I don't think that Nyash phases me. I have my friends. I'm not gonna mention them because some of them are probably in the room.
In the room right now, right?
They love Nyash. They will die with Nyash. Something will kill a man.
Definitely, something must kill a man,
So
bro.
personally, Nyash doesn't faze me. Like it's never been my thing, and also boobs is not my thing. Like whether you have them huge or you have them small, to me it's not. Because I'm a very skinny person, I've always ended up liking. I have to be able to lift you.
Okay.
If I cannot lift you, you're definitely off the list.
All right. Okay.
So if that means so because no, it's because and it still goes back to the question earlier, like when we're having intimacy times, right? I want to be able to carry you, put you on the wall, do the things to you, and so if I cannot, I'm like, I'm just gonna keep imagining pinning you on the wall, but I can't.
Right.
So yes, and so petite and a little bit over petite, that is fine.
That's fine for you.
But too skinny, like, no, we're not doing that.
Yeah. Okay, cool. So we'll just, pick it up from the last word that you just said. We are not doing that, those words. Now let me just ask you a very simple, straightforward question. You have a girl who is your type. She has whatever that you are looking for in terms of the physicalities. And when it comes to the character-wise, she doesn't have the quality that you are looking for, but you already like her in terms of the physicalities. What would you do with that?
So this more or less of a question, like Okay, so she has everything but the character.
Yes.
I think, to me, I would, give that a hard pass because, when it comes to character, I want to be able to, have the same energy as you, right? So if your character is different and my character is different, then we come together. I'll be saying, don't do this, and you'll be doing it, and you'll be telling me, don't do this, and this is what I do.
Okay.
So then it will collide. And I feel like, we could, some other things I could let go, but, being the character, because when I'm dating someone, if I go out there, I'm representing you.
Right.
When they see me, they see, okay, this is Onesie, and he's dating X, right? So they know person X is for Onesie. So if I go out there and do something stupid, I make person X look stupid.
Correct.
So if she goes out there and does something stupid, she's going to do something that makes me look stupid as well, right?
Right.
And so to me, if she doesn't have a good character, I think it will definitely be a hard press for me because of the specific reasons. Is because we are in this together and we are a union. We are like we're a unit.
One, yeah.
Yeah, we are a unit. So when we go outside, we are going outside together. When I'm not there, and and they say talk something, and you're talking rubbish, they're like, what? The ones that I know, his intelligence isn't that low. What? Why would he go with person X, right?
Right.
And versus if she's smart, and also goes out and I go out and say something that doesn't really match. People that know her, I'm like, person X is really smart. How the heck did she choose this dude right here? Because this dude is making her look dumb.
Right.
Exactly. So I think, to me, yes, that if the character is not bueno,
Okay.
it's gonna have to be like a sliding pass.
Right. It's going to be a sliding pass. Okay.
It is, yeah.
Now you know what? Just want to ask you another personal question. In a way.
Personal. This man with personal questions all the time. Go ahead.
Now, based on whatever that we've discussed today, right?
Okay.
Just want to take one or two thoughts from you. So that you made it clear to us that you really like licking.
Oh my! Can you not use that word? This guy.
Like, what else do you want to use?
I don't know.
Cunnilingus or what? There's this kind of terminologies that are on the internet. People use like cunnilingus or licking to be the same stuff.
Eating some flowers.
Yeah. So my question is that what do you actually what sort of satisfaction do you get when you actually have a woman of your type and then you are licking her? What sort of satisfaction do you get?
You know that saying that says, you see someone doing something great, and then people say, that man has won in life.
Yeah.
That's the same feeling. It's like, ooh, I feel like in life, my bills are paid off. I'm with the person I want to be with, and she's reciprocating the same feelings towards me.
Okay.
And I'm literally between her and I'm doing what I love best, and she's enjoying it, and to me, I feel like, yep, this is where I want to be. I don't want to go to work. I just want to stay here. If I could stay here forever, this is it. There is this joke that I think Kevin Cat Williams said. He's like, the way he likes vagina is like the way I like the P word. Oh my goodness! I wish there was one big enough. I just walk in and never come out. So that's the same feeling. I'll get like, I've made it in life.
Right.
The kids are grown and everybody's doing their thing. I'm just between me and her. It's like the world is here.
That's it.
Exactly.
I think really, I understand your point here. It actually comes down to a woman that is of your choice, within whatever woman, because I believe that every single man on earth knows what he's looking for.
Of course.
So if you find the lady that you really like and you guys play together, and then you do all those kind of your own background check to know that she's clean and then all of
Right,
that, I
right.
think you can actually do that. But in a situation where you find a girl that you two click so well, you love her, she loves you, you guys have having one or two stuff going on, and then you realize that she smells so badly.
Ooh.
She smelled to a point that some ladies smell down there to a point that the man can know that something really
Yeah, because I know
bad is going on.
there is that natural scent, but ooh, that one, that is okay. But
What
the
would be your
bad
take
one,
on that? Yeah, what would be your take? Because you guys,
I think it will be a hard price, but like what do you mean? Like she has all these qualities.
of course, she has all your qualities that you want. She
But she
has
has
a
this
good
problem.
character. She's a Christian and all of that you made mention of. But then her only problem is having her vagina, or she's having a smelly vagina.
Okay.
What would be your take on that? What would be your decision?
And has she come to me about this, or it's something that I just discover, and I'm like, okay, I just discovered this.
So let me just put it in this way. She's shy type.
Okay.
She likes you. You like her. You guys have been dating for some time, but you guys have never had sex. Now, you got to find out yourself on that day, on that night, that she has a smell vagina. Now, she approaches you that, can you help her? What will be your decision on that?
Ooh. So let's first give this. I'm trusting just because I was gonna say no, but because you brought in, she comes and says, "Can I help?" So,
Right. Now she's asking for your help. Would you kind of abandon her, or you still want to stick to your words and going to help her out?
So one thing about being a man is also, having the intellectual to be, able to reason, right?
Right.
So I meet this person, she has everything, she's shy, and she's everything I want, but she has this issue, and she acknowledges she has this problem, right? If she, of course she'd come to me and say, yeah, I have this issue, help me with. If she didn't come to me like that, obviously I was gonna like, you had price for me, I cannot do anything with you,
Right?
because that's a problem. But if by the time she comes and tells you this, it means she could literally go take a shower, clean up, and do a lot of things, but this issue is still, it's still a recurring issue, right?
It's so
So now, by the time she comes to me, I, as a man, I have to at least, be a man of reasoning, right?
Right.
Fine. Of course, I don't think we can do anything that night because that's not happening. What we can end up doing is, of course, definitely, would have to, make an appointment and go see a gynecologist or, some sort of a doctor.
Right.
And see what's going on. Because sometimes it could just be like an infection. Either, maybe she, hopefully not, probably slept with somebody, or maybe she went, because girls, they pee, like when they pee, just everything's just out open, right? Maybe she got, attraction, something from, these, public toilets or whatnot.
Definitely.
So I don't think I would rush to say no, if, or to just say no to her and just bash her right away, just because, she has this issue. I think I would try to help as much as I could, and if this is a permanent thing, then I'm sorry. If we can fix it, I'm just I know, right? I just can't.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
This has to end.
I know, right? It's like, hey, I think this relationship is due.
Oh,
this.
man. Okay.
Yeah.
So then I know that this question I'm about to ask you, I already didn't know the answer, but I certainly need to ask you that question.
Go ahead.
So, on the parts of a woman or a lady, which one entices you so much?
Which one? Well, I think it's more of a question of like, okay, you're talking about the down area.
No.
Oh, just
the entire part of a lady. Which part of the lady entices you?
I think to me, it's a combination of so many things, right?
Okay.
By the time I've been in situations whereby I liked a girl because, maybe she just has this one thing that I really like. And I'm like, oh my goodness, she just has these eyes, or maybe she just has, maybe it's like, the way she's built or whatnot, the shape,
Curvy.
the curves and all that. And when I say curves, I'm not talking about
Yash.
because, like I said earlier, I still stand my grounds. I'm not a, to me it doesn't.
You're not a Yash type. You told it I was already, bro.
Of course, if someone I end up liking has it, well and good, right? But it's not going to be on the front line of everything.
Right.
So I don't know. I think it will be a combination of so many different things.
Okay.
But because and to me this is, and I think I could be wrong, and I maybe some people are going to take this the wrong way.
Okay.
Maybe.
We're still listening.
I am this kind of person.
Okay.
Because sometimes when we dress up, we cover up so much, right?
Right.
If you dress up, you look good, right? And these girls can dress up and they would look, oh my goodness, they really look gorgeous, right? I'm this kind of person. I need to find you as attractive naked as I would find you attractive with your clothes on. Because you could meet someone, they dress up and then when they undress, everything else falls apart. I'm like, what? So it's like now that physicality is gone, right?
Right.
And so it's like I want, when we are two of us, my lady's walking naked in the house. I'm like, ooh, I'm in the mood already. Something like this, right? And that's just me. It's like there is a combination of so many different things, but I think it points all the way down to, can I still find you attractive while you're naked?
Right.
And to me, that's just what, because, and this goes to even the girls, girls want to make out with someone, or, that you're physically attracted to.
Right.
Anyone, there is no way you can sleep with, of course, men are men, but, if you're going to wife someone or put someone, you want to have this attraction towards their physicality, no matter what. I don't care if a girl has like one leg and two eyes, or one leg and one boob. That is, to me, that's not a problem. Can I still find you attractive while you're undressed?
Right.
Because I want to make love to what I feel attracted to.
Right.
If that makes sense.
Yeah, that actually makes sense. Now, this is basically an add-on question, right?
Add-on. This man with questions. This man, you did not even. First of all, we did not even plan this conversation. What are you doing to me?
Right. So this is basically an add-on question.
Okay.
Now, you've actually made it clear to us that it is something that you really like to do.
Okay, I enjoy it.
Now, which category, in the sense that we have some other ladies that keep hair and other ladies that try to trim to the skin.
Ooh.
Which of these two is actually your favorite? Do you actually like a vagina with so much hair on it, or the one that has we call it completely bald? There's no hair on it.
So before I continue, so there is this one chick that when I came to the US so many years ago.
There's a practical conversation here.
there is this one chick that when I came to the US,
right.
I think she was the first white girl that I'd actually been with. And what happened was we was talking, and she had told me, oh, by the way, I think she used the word unkempt. I'm like, what is the meaning of an unkempt, right? So I had to Google. So I'm like, what? And then so she takes a photo and sends it to me. And the first reaction, like, oh, no.
Yeah.
So I think, to me, it will just come down to someone that is clean, Yes,
right.
like I said, there's one person, she had really trimmed it really nice, and I really liked it. I think it was cute. But at the end of the day, if I'm going to give someone head, I would prefer it to be, at least bold.
Bold, right?
Like right here, like a baby's butt.
So that's the point I really want to, ask you.
What is that?
So, those that give head, do we call you guys a headist or what?
The headist. Look at this man. We are the headist. This boy. So that was funny. The headist.
Yeah.
I am the CEO of the
headist.
The department of the headist. Yeah.
Well, I mean, like, this conversation has been very interesting, this has been a question that
You need to give me heads up.
A
You just
lot.
can't come and ask me this. These are the things in a million times I would not say on camera. I would not even say.
there is no way that I can give you a heads up when you're already ahead.
This boy. Look at you making jokes already. Okay, go ahead now.
We can never give a heads up to a person who's already ahead. Bro, you already are ahead. Yeah, so I mean, like, this conversation has been very entertaining at the same time, very educational, because
Right.
we know, and personally I know that a lot of guys out there would like to get a little bit of other opinions for them to also make different decisions, because it's a topic that is very active in the community that people find it very difficult, because we don't know how to deal with it. We have people that are picking up one or two opinions from people that have no idea as to how to go around it, because oral sex, for me on a medical field, I will tell you that there are some health complications that comes with it.
That is
You
true.
understand? Unless, like you rightly said, unless the person is my wife or my girlfriend, that I know the health status of the person, right?
Well, I think, before I cut you off, sorry. And also, one thing I always do, at least this is, my thing is, every time I've had to, give someone oral sex that was my person, I always go brush first.
Okay.
Because I know, she just got out of the shower. Then I'm also gonna, real quick, brush real quick, and then we go ahead and do that. And the reason I do that is, let's say, you finish eating some beans, right? Or you've been, you had something way later. These germs are in your mouth already, right?
Right.
So you just be, as the girl is, clean, you also have to be clean. And
Right.
when I say being clean, I mean, you have to at least brush your teeth before you engage.
Okay.
And because when you're going to eat in Africa, when you're eating your food, let's say you go and work and then they serve you food, you just don't start digging with your hand. You have
Right.
to wash your hands
That's
first,
right.
right? Then you go and dig in, right?
Okay.
And so personally, I like to.
Now, personally, you like that.
Personally,
Now,
yes.
Have you ever, in all your encounters with those ladies that you've had encounter
What
with?
ladies? Oh my! Why do you make it seem like I have like a million of them? Go ahead. Ask your
Now,
question.
have you ever had an encounter with a lady where you didn't brush, and it turns out that you've already eaten something that had too much pepper, and she kind of
Guess the irritation.
yes, a little bit of irritation in the vagina, that kind of hot irritation.
Not really. I think not really. The one thing that I know that happened to me is this one time, this girl was like, "Hey, I can give you a head, but I just don't think I'm going to swallow it. Right? Please don't come in my mouth." I'm like, "All right, cool." And then I'm like, "Why?" And then she told me, the last time she got. The first time she tried to do that and this dude ejaculated inside of her mouth, what ended up having is she had this, her mouth was swollen.
Okay.
I think so for some reason she was allergic to the sperms.
Right.
And it wasn't like this guy had an issue. No, this was someone she was dating and they had, both tasted out. And so, she swallowed this, but she didn't swallow it, just, it was in mouth, and in a minute, her lips were huge. And so every time, when someone is coming, you either pour it in all the way inside,
Okay.
or you cannot just put it on her thighs, because she will get this rash right away.
Okay.
So yes, that's the only experience. Well, not even, it's like the only thing that I've had to to hear from someone that I knew personally.
Okay.
But the hot pepper one, don't give me ideas.
I shouldn't give you ideas.
Don't give me ideas, because I like experimenting and trying things. But
Right.
I'm not gonna do to that. I'm not gonna do a girl like that. No, I'm not.
Right. I mean, like, those segments have been very entertaining. At the same time, I must say, it's been more educational.
Right.
And I really appreciate your time coming over.
Thank you.
And just want to spend a few seconds and talk to our viewers here. Now, oral sex whether it's safe or not, for me, I will tell you from my point of view that once he told you that you have to find somebody that you know the health status first, so that you wouldn't have any sort of second thought after you do it. Okay, so know the health status of the person that you want to engage, whether you're a man or a woman. Know your man's status, know your lady status, so that when you are doing it, you know that you're okay. And most importantly, if you don't have any form of religious, discrepancies or whatsoever, and you think you're okay to do it, fine. But we are not here. This channel is called Cheers, and we are not actually here to give you any form of advice. We are only trying to give you other options, and we believe that you are so mature enough to make the right decision from whatever discussion that we are having here. All right. Do you have any other, sort of to tell my viewers back there?
Well, I think, as you've heard, the doctor himself has, the doctor himself, I can't believe I'm going to be calling you Dr. Chris. Dr. Chris, like, oh my goodness. So I think, as we've had this conversation, it was not planned, and these are some of the things that people are facing. These girls, we have girls who have these issues, and we have these guys that have also these questions that can I do this? Can I do this? And at the end of the day, you have to remember, we as me and Doctor here, when we talking to you about this, we are talking in a way that everything we say has to be you and your partner. You cannot just be like randomly going all over the place and engaging to.
That's true. Cheers to that.
Oh, you need more wine. And engaging with like this intercourse with everybody that you find. And if you are that kind of person, always protect yourself. Always protect yourself. I don't care if you're gonna put 2 condoms on. Do whatever you need to do to keep yourself very, very protected. Now, outside of that, if you have this, medical issues, because if you're a female and you're having this issue, it could be just a medical problem. Maybe just go reach out to a doctor, gynecologist, see what's going on, and maybe you will, get out of that. Because I do understand if you have this issue, as a female, you feel vulnerable and you don't feel, you don't feel beautiful. You could be the most beautiful person, but if you have this problem and you've acknowledged it, and people around you, or people that you've tried to engage with, have noticed that as well, it makes you feel a certain type of way, So yes, go check yourselves out. Play it safe out there. And as usual, thank you so much for tuning in. This was our first segment on Vibezilla, and this episode was called The Cheers.
Right. Thank you so much.